Alright everyone, buckle up because we're diving into the wild world of Elon Musk and his audacious plans for Europe come 2025. You know, Musk is like this titanic force, right? He's out there on social media, throwing shade at European leaders, especially those he considers detractors. Like that time he called Polish politician Radosław Sikorski a little man, and roasted German Chancellor Olaf Scholz by calling him a fool. It's like he's having a Twitter roast battle with world leaders. I mean, can you imagine if he accidentally tagged them while tweeting?
Haha, yeah. That's a bit, bold, to say the least. But do you think he's kind of playing a game of chess here? Like, targeting specific politicians and trying to rally support for right-wing parties like the Alternative for Germany? I mean, that's, kind of a risky move, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it's crucial, right? He believes Europe needs a radical overhaul. You see, he thinks the bureaucratic environment is suffocating innovation. He's basically waving a red flag, saying, hey, without changes, you guys are heading toward a steep decline. That's like saying if you don't water your plants, they'll die. It's just common sense. Except, you know, plants don't have social media to fight back.
Right. And, wow, I can't believe how Tesla's popularity has taken a nosedive in Germany. I mean, over 94% of Germans saying they don't plan to buy a Tesla? That's wild. What do you think is driving that? It's not just the competition, is it?
Great point. It's definitely a cocktail of factors. There's this growing backlash against Musk. His downplaying of historical atrocities, it's like throwing a match in a gas-filled room. He's alienating a lot of fans. Even with electric vehicles surging in demand, Tesla's market share is shrinking. Just think about it. It's like a renowned chef who suddenly refuses to acknowledge how important spices are to a meal. People are just going to stop coming to their restaurant.
Haha, yeah, that's so true. But is it just me? Or does it sound like he's trying to push for more of an authoritarian style? Like this idea of, pushing his agenda more forcefully? Shouldn't he be, like, focusing on making allies instead of enemies?
Exactly. It's like trying to win over a neighborhood by constantly arguing with everyone and demanding they accept your vision for a better community. And the EU regulations? They're no joke. He's complaining about digital service regulations, wanting to streamline these bureaucratic processes. But the pushback actually makes his mission even more complex. It's like trying to swim upstream. Hard work with a lot of resistance.
Oh man, it feels like he's navigating a minefield. So what does all this mean for Europe? I mean, this feels like a pivotal moment. How do you think his strategies could reshape the political landscape or even consumer behavior over there?
Well, if you think about it, it could lead to significant shifts. European consumers are becoming increasingly savvy. They're not just going to sit back and let one brand dominate. Musk's approach could spark more activism among consumers, resulting in a watchful eye over corporate behavior and ethical standards. It's almost like a modern-day David versus Goliath story. Only this time, Goliath might just trip over his own ego.
Haha, love that analogy. It's like Goliath has a big target on his back and doesn't even know it. So moving forward, what do you think he really needs to focus on to win back that trust and brand loyalty from Europeans?
He's got to re-establish trust, maybe reconnect emotionally with consumers. Instead of the Twitter roasts, he needs to lead with humility and a genuine commitment to listen. Think about it. He's built this massive empire on innovation. People want to feel connected to the brand, not like it's run by this untouchable titan. So if he genuinely champions change and reform, he could pivot things in his favor. Otherwise, well, it could end up being a rocky road ahead.
Wow. I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. The stakes seem enormous. Thanks for sharing such great insights. It's, fascinating how one person's ambition can stir so much change.
Totally. Stick around, folks. This story is just beginning, and it's going to be one wild ride.
Yeah. It's like waiting for the next season of your favorite show to drop. You just know it's going to be epic.
Exactly. One moment you're applauding him for innovation, and the next, You're left scratching your head at his antics on Twitter. It's a bit like riding a roller coaster without a safety harness. Definitely a thrill.
Haha, oh man. I hope there's no loop-de-loop. But seriously, how do you think Musk will handle this intense scrutiny moving forward?